Hello students, welcome to science class. Today we will continue with fifth chapter, that is coal and petroleum. In our previous video students, we have discussed about natural resources and its two kinds, that is inexhaustible natural resource and exhaustible natural resource. Now today we will discuss about fossil fuels. What are fossil fuels, beta? In this chapter we will learn about some exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas. These are formed from the dead remains of living organisms which is called the fossils. These are known as fossil fuels. So basically what are fossil fuels? Fossil fuels are formed by the dead remains of living organisms. And what is this living organisms? Dead remains of plants and animals. Okay. Under extreme high heat and pressure over millions of years, these fossil fuels, when when plants and animals, their natural decomposition under high heat and pressure over millions of years, then they leads to the formation of fossil fuels. There are three major forms of fossil fuels. First is coal, second petroleum, and third is natural gas. So here in this chapter we will study about all these fossil fuels in detail. The first topic, that is coal. What is coal? Coal is, you may have seen coal or heard about it. As you can see in this figure, this is coal. It is as hard as stone and is black in color. Coal is one of the fuel used to cook food. Beta, we know that in earlier times, railway engines, coal is used to produce steam to run the engine. It also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity, and coal is also used as a fuel in various industries, right? Now we will study in detail about the story of coal. In this topic, story of coal, we will come to know that how the coal formation takes place. About 300 million years ago, the earth has dense forest in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural process like flooding, these forests got buried under the soil. As more soil deposited over them, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, the dead plants got slowly converted to coal. As coal mainly contains carbon, the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, coal is also called fossil fuel, because just now what we studied, that fossil fuels are the remains of living organisms, and here coal is formed by the dead remains of vegetation, means dead remains of plants. So coal is a fossil fuel. Now see students, coal was formed from the remains of plants. Okay, what happens is when due to the natural process like flooding, when the plants, or you can say when these forests, they get buried under the soil, and more what happens, the soil when it deposited under this these plants and forests, then they were compressed. What is compressed? These forest plants, they get compressed, and that temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper, and under high pressure and temperature, these are the two conditions, right? Under high temperature and pressure, these dead plants, they get slowly converted into coal. Okay, dead plants, they get slowly converted into coal under high temperature and pressure, and this process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is termed as carbonization. This is very important topic, means carbonization. Question also comes, what is carbonization? It is the process in which the dead vegetation, they are converted into coal, and this is very slow process. It takes millions of years. Since it was formed from the dead vegetation, the coal is also known as fossil fuel. Now, this is a figure of coal mine. When beta coal is heated in air, coal burns and produce carbon dioxide gas. Okay, when coal, formula of coal is a form of carbon, so we can say C plus O2, it gives CO2. Here coal is in the form of carbon. When it burns in heated in air, means oxygen, then it produces carbon dioxide gas and along with the heat energy. Okay, now coal is processed in industries to get some useful products such as coke, coal tar and coal gas. So in our next video we will study about types of coal. Thank you.